You probably have heard that alcohol is good for you. Or is it really? Hi, this is Dr. Mura. So again, welcome to this quest as we explore this aspect of being healthy. And from a previous video, in case you wouldn't have seen it, we come up with the question of what is health. If you haven't seen that, you better go back and watch that. Now, quest of, as we're going to be delving into that equation, before we go into that, I want to debunk certain myths that are really still going around and affecting our health, especially affecting the denominator part of our equation, which can actually cripple our life up to 80%. And if we can actually dive into that and remove those this misconception, we can actually start to propel ourselves into having that purposeful longevity and being healthier. Now, in our quest for health, often we encounter certain myths that obscure the truth. One of the myths revolves around alcohol, which some may argue it's a gift from plants. However, when you look closer, you start seeing the dark side of this. Alcohol today stands as humanity's seventh leading cause of death and disability. And surprising, the safest amount of alcohol that one can drink is none at all. When this came about, you would have probably read about this study considered famous the J curve, which suggests that the light to moderate drinkers have a lower mortality rate than abstainers. Now, the curve, however, may be misleading and due to common error in research. The misclassification of former drinkers as long-term abstainers made the whole error. So the error creates what we call the sequelae effect. What they did, instead of really study comparing the light to moderate drinkers with abstainers, the true abstainers, those that are abstainers, they compare them with the sequelae. They are people who have been drinking but they quit drinking. So now you have these people who have been drinking, they quit drinking. They compare them with other people that are currently light and moderate drinkers. The way it was a misclassification is that the sick quitters, they actually quit drinking because they got sicker. Just to give an example, if someone has been drinking for 20 years and then starts having some liver disease, and then for health benefits, for what is too late, the physician tell them not to drink, they stop drinking. They took this, compare another person who just started 5 years, even 10 years, who's not sick yet, who's still likely to moderate to drink it. Now they compare these two people. Comparing to this one, the former drinker who's now sick, compared to someone who's not sick yet, but who's also a drinker, they found that actually these who are currently drinking who are not sick, they are better than the one who quit drinking that are sick. Of course, they stopped drinking because they were sick. When actual research went back and corrected this and comparing the light to moderate drinkers with the true abstainers, they found no benefits whatsoever. And actually, of course, the abstainers were healthier than the one that are currently drinking. And this with the science, the revelation comes with time, and like I already alluded to this in my previous videos, and certain aspect of science, it takes some time to be a common practice, and some time, depending on available resources and how the studies would have conducted, we may come to a different conclusion than the true conclusion. In this case, to say that the drinking actually has healthy benefits, it has been now debunked in science. When they compare these drinking people with the true abstainers, their J curve disappeared. Same thing, of course, in science is compared with people that are smoking and that who stops smoking. Some people stop smoking because they are sick already. So when you compare them with that people that are currently still smoking, you may not necessarily see the benefits. What about red wine? Even red wine and white wine, for that matter, has some drawbacks. In fact, what they found, the intervention trials have shown that both red and white wine can cause inflammation inflammation within hours of just consumption, far more than simply drinking sugar water. Additionally, drinking red wine led to surge in fat in the bloodstream, a phenomenon not observed with the some drinks which don't have alcohol. So some people will consider, but what about it is very true that a compound actually that is found in a wine, because that's what is purported to be the one having benefits. They actually found people who take it is very true as a supplement has actually 3 times the treat of their loss of the brain compared with the placebo, increase the risk of Alzheimer's and other brain related issues. So with the science that we have today, the amount of alcohol one should drink is 0. Of course, we talk later in this quest, talk about the issue of alcohol in cancers and especially breast cancer and so on. So one may be wondering, so then what would one drink then? Well, water. It's going to give you better benefits, and the studies have actually shown that drinking tea, especially green tea or black tea, actually has a way better benefits. But if you compare the green and the black tea, the green tea was a little bit more spiritual, literally by increasing consumption of 3 cups a day of green tea, decrease the risk of premature death by 24%. These are the things that are reachable, things that are within our reach. You can start doing, and somehow can start just reducing the risk of our mortality. Now, green tea, of course, is the one that showed more benefits than the black tea. In effect, the studies have shown that green tea can lower the risk of chest infections such as pneumonia and other flu-like symptoms. You can imagine every time I do such a study, everything changes at our house. I have every morning the kids have to have green tea, things like that, because it is the small things. Having that tea that morning, having that 3 cups of green tea can just change things in your life, and it's very simple, and there's certain things you can actually study doing. Green tea, of course, not only that, we're going to see later on in other videos that it has certain aspect, certain advantage in boosting significant protecting effects, and it's repair or DNA damage and so on. So let's add towards drinking natural things such as water and green tea in preparing our health. Have you heard of this study of talk about how the importance of light to moderate drinking? Are you drinking alcohol? How has it been in your journey drinking alcohol? Have you even tried to stop? How difficult has it been? It would be interesting to know your thoughts about drinking alcohol is a myth. Of course, I know people drink often for other reasons, but we need to think of our health and the health of others around us as a paramount as with our health. Thank you so much for watching. See you next as we talk about other aspects, other myths that we need to debunk about the health living. See you soon.